Hey, you all. So, some of you may or may not have seen this TikTok that I uploaded to my shorts here on YouTube. If you have not, they were eating me up in the comments randomly, which I don't care about. I titled it in a way that, the people that felt like I was talking about them were going to come out of the woodwork and like eat me up, right? But they didn't really eat me up. They really weren't saying anything. They were really exposing their deep hatred for women that may have experienced struggle in their life in terms of relationships and just had a hard life and then were able to turn it around. It seems like, we're going to explore some of the comments, just a few, because obviously I want to use this as a teaching lesson. The truth is that a lot of people just don't want to see other people happy, especially women. And I guess I will say especially Black women. It is, it's looked down upon, or it's, oh, why is she getting this type of treatment when, she doesn't deserve it for whatever reason. That's what they think because of the environment online. And it couldn't be any further from the truth that I'm giving people false hope, like the last comment just said. The thing about my life is, in my relationships, they were not always easy. So I could have went down a completely different road when it comes to like how I recovered with the failed relationships. The thing is this, and you have to be a little more enlightened to understand this. So that's why when I was getting all these crazy comments, I was laughing. I was laughing, but I did end up turning the comments off because they were just coming in so much, and it's just like too much. So this conversation about what you bring to the table, right? The thing about it is, when we get out of the mindset as women, when you get out of the mindset that you have to bring something to the table, tangible, like a tangible thing, like money or whatever, you really start to understand that it is really not what you bring to the table. It's really who you are. So what I bring to the table in a relationship is who I am. It is my energy. It is the total package. And I became that way because I started to understand that it had to be the reciprocal of who I was seeking, right? Everybody wants the man that is going to come in and really save you. And you'll see online where people are like, oh, you can't wait to be saved. You have to save yourself. And that is 100% the truth. And I'm not talking about financially. Once you become aligned with all of the things you desire, when I say aligned, I mean like stop separating yourself from the money. Stop separating yourself from the lifestyle, the diamonds, the trips, the happiness, and just become that. You become that by working on yourself. So like one of the commenters said, how do you get divorced twice and don't realize that you're the problem? And I did respond. I responded to a couple of the comments before I stopped the comments. Where that comment I wanted to put in the video, and I did in this video, I realized that was the problem. And I guess online this is called accountability. You have to be accountable for your actions. And I believe that, because the thing is had I felt better about myself, had I had higher self-esteem, had I said no to the things that were not feeling good to me, abuse, being cheated on, all those things, relationships that did not have peace, had I said no to all those things, I would not have experienced those things. But I went into situations trying to fix other people, trying to prove myself, really, trying to prove that I can help you, trying to prove this and that. And that is the mistake that a lot of ladies run into, is that you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to do anything except for be the reciprocal of what your dream man is, or woman. You have to be the reciprocal, and that's going to require you to work on yourself. You are going to have to unpack your baggage. You are going to have to lose weight and detox. You are going to have to start eating healthy, or eating foods that support health and vitality and beauty. You know, you are going to have to be the best version of yourself, and you have to do that every single day. And it's a process. It does not happen overnight. So you cannot watch a Shira 7 video and all the other ladies out there that say, do this, and that. But then you're not even the reciprocal of what you say you want. You're not even the reciprocal. You're not pleasant. You don't keep up with your skin. You don't keep up with your body. You don't care how you are dressed. You don't care about how you speak. You don't care how you represent, how you could potentially represent your future husband. A man is always going to look at a woman as, how is she going to represent me as well? How is she going to represent me when I'm not around, when I'm around? Are they going to be like, oh, that's such and such wife? Wow, she looks crazy. Or are they going to say, wow, that's such and such wife. Wow, he's really lucky. You know? So understanding that you need to become the best version of yourself so that when you show up and you meet a man, only an unenlightened, unaligned man is going to say, well, what do you bring to the table? Because he already knows. And as my husband has said before, that the man that has everything at his table is not going to be asking, what do you bring to the table? My table is set. I just want you. I just want you. A healthy man understands that. A healthy man is not going to ask you what you bring to the table because he already knows. You should be an asset and not somebody that's coming to wreck his table, especially if you want a man that's successful. He's spent many years building his table, building his career, building his resume so that he could have the pick of the creme of the creme of women. So what did I do? And I'll keep saying it on this channel. I started taking care of myself. I started to uproot the old programming that said, you should put up with this. You could be a rehab facility for, men and women that need help, because the truth is, women heal. We are life. We give life. We nurture. We sustain life. We prepare the home. We prepare the food. We are the nurturers, the natural nurturers. And I promise you, when you become the reciprocal of what it is that you want, sky's the limit. You will have everything that you desire. You will get the treatment that you want. You will be spoiled and all of those things. But you also created that in your mind first. I used to visualize me on vacations. Me, like, I would in my mind, and sometimes out loud, I would be talking to my husband that I hadn't manifested yet, right? That didn't come in, that hadn't been, introduced to me yet. But I would have those conversations. I would imagine us on vacation and imagine him asking me, well, what kind of diamonds do you want now? What kind of handbag do you want now? And I would imagine and write down and journal and talk about, the fine champagne and the fine dining and the shopping and every single thing that I'm living right now. It took time, though. I had to take the idea, and this is a Robert Greene quote, but I think it's Robert Greene that does, The Art of Seduction, Art of War, so on and so forth. And study those books as well, because there's so much power in those books and how you can apply to your life, to every aspect of your life. But I beat the idea that I was creating into submission until I manifested it. I said no to every single man that was not aligned with what that I wanted. I said no to things that I did not want. I spoke up for myself, and I created the life that I don't need a vacation from. I drew in a man that I don't need a vacation from. I don't need, I don't get tired of. We spend so much time together. We work from home. I said yes to a man that I know loves me and has my best interests. And I just want every lady that comes across my channel to understand that you are not your mistakes and you deserve love. And And you deserve to be able to express that love to your partner, your future partner as well. Let me rephrase that. Healthy love. You deserve healthy love, a love that you don't have to heal from, a love that you really get to lay back and just be taken care of and be happy and start to age in reverse and just live your best, most abundant, most beautiful life. You deserve that only if you believe it. And you know that you believe it when you stop accepting less than what you deserve, less than what you desire. That's when you're okay walking away from things and people that do not make you feel good. So in conclusion, I know that video triggered people, obviously, and that's why I had to turn the comments off, but it is the truth. Stop listening to the internet rejects. You can create your own life. Align the content that you consume with the life that you are creating. It's as simple as that. Thank you for watching.